And
hello and welcome to a Gypsy's Kiss. It's HumpDay, Hoedown, and I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Younis, and I'm sick and tired. Yeah, seriously, I am sick and I'm tired. I'll explain why in a minute. But we have all kinds of things to do. We have some boxes to open, some packages to open, emails to read. We have some prizes to give away, and we can talk about next week's as well. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it through this.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
No. Give me some more dancing. Here's some Shelley dancing. Cutest thing ever. HumpDay. Indeed, HumpDay.
HumpDay.
HumpDay. Day. El Dia de los Humpos. Okay, I'm going to do this first because, seriously, I may not make it through this entire little pitch right here. There we go.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
Of course you want towels because you need towels. Towels will protect you from other people with colds. Oh, digital watch. Very different for night. Remember to like this video.
Fitbit.
YouTube likes it when you like a video. Fitbit likes it when you like the video. And apparently Casio G-Shocks like it. Like our videos. Share it with your family, your friends, your neighbors, your business associates, and the entirety of your social network so that we can
grow the channel.
And then last but not least, if you're not already a subscriber, this would be the ideal time to subscribe. And when you see that notifications bell, you want to ring that notifications bell. And that way, when we start a live stream or schedule a live stream, you'll be immediately informed and
in the know.
In the know. And there's nothing better in life than being in the know. So I'm going to make my apologies first. My apologies are I left Washington, D.C. this morning at the equivalent of 3 o'clock Mountain Time. So I traveled the morning. But as usual, every time I visit with my grandchildren, I leave with a cold. They're like little running around.
We're going to blame it on the airplane.
Okay.
They're precious little gems.
They're
and we
precious
love them
little
dearly.
gems about the size of a petri dish and just as virulent. But damn it. And the only reason I do it, I mean, I can walk around the airplane. I don't kiss anybody in the airplane. But those
Really?
babies are
you
also
sure?
damn. No, I don't. Those babies are also darn
Not even
kissable.
Aaron?
Not even Aaron. That was cute.
Okay.
So anyway, I don't know how long I'll be able to do this show or the rest of the week, because the last time I went and visited, I got a baby cold, and it knocked me down for a week. And I get my flu shot.
It was 2.5 weeks.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
It was a monster. I remember it being a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And I get my flu shot. The VA insists I get my flu shot, so it's not a flu thing. It's a baby cold. And it just takes me down. So, last but not least, Don't forget, there is at the bottom of your chat window a stylized but grayed out $sign. Click on that stylized but grayed out $sign, and you will be able to contribute to our project to an amount of your choice, and we'll be able to see it. In addition to that, please note, as Greg Keller and now CS Jigsaw Wait. I'm going to have to read that fast. Have highlighted a Gypsy's Kiss by using the @ sign in front of our moniker, Gypsy's Kiss, and that way, as it goes flashing by us on the in the chat room, we'll be able to see it and answer your question. Yeah, well, don't say it's poor Toby. I go through this it's become recent, I guess, because I'm making it a point to go out and visit with the right-wing media host. Great. Join us tonight for another episode of Conspiracy Theory.
That's
So we have some
actually a
emails to read.
podcast.
So do you want to do emails first, or do we have a package open? Do we have?
Opening packages?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Oh,
We
we're gonna
don't. We
have
have
to
a Getting Back Inside the Box. We have Happy Birthday.
That's not birthday. Okay, well let's do this first. Let's hang on.
Giveaway.
Yeah, let's do giveaway. Because how can we not enjoy those butt drums? We got to do giveaways.
But
Okay,
but
so
drums.
giveaways for tonight are your choice of Bio Spray, or the silver Yellowstone commemorative coin. So you have a choice.
Choice.
You don't get all three. P. Lee, you don't get all three. You just get one. And maybe you'll get the bear tonight. And I'm not going to bore you with my spy museum stories tonight because I have pictures for next Friday. But I did get a gift from the spy museum that I'll give away next Wednesday. We'll show it next Wednesday because it's still, honestly, it's still packed in my suitcase and I haven't taken it out.
Oh, got a cha-ching.
LR has just shown you how you do that.
Go take a nap. Shelley can handle it.
Oh, yeah, you guys would like that. wouldn't
Shelley
you?
handled it last night.
Shelley handled it last night at the
The member vault.
in the member vault.
Yeah.
All right, let's do giveaway.
Giveaways.
So we'll do a screenshot. And this is last Wednesday's Hump Day Hoedown. We're going to use that link right there. We're going to copy that. We're going to go to
Commentpicker.com.
We're going to keep an eye out for the advertising that'll pop up. There it is. Oh, no, it's not. Best experience user. Well, I don't want cookies. I don't want your cookies.
But we like cookies.
You two random comment, but we like cookies. We love the cookies.
Greg Keller says, I did great last night. That sounds a little bit naughty. The
You
way I
need to
said
tell
it.
us more about that, Greg. Or maybe have Mrs. Greg come on and tell us that. Okay, so let's see how many comments there were last week. 41. A real good chance of winning here tonight. All right, let's pick our winner. So remember, winner, you have a choice of Bio Spray, or the silver commemorative coin.
Bew spray. You mean bear?
No, Ryan says Bio.
How did the
Okay,
teddy
here we
bear
go.
get its name? From Theodore Roosevelt.
That's right. Lisa Smith, you are our winner tonight. Lisa Smith. Let's say that again. Lisa Smith, you are the winner. Your choice of Bio Spray, or Yellowstone National Park silver commemorative coin. What?
Greg says, yes, Toby, Shelley's soothing voice put Mrs. Greg in the mood.
That's cute. I figure Shelley's soothing voice put Greg Keller in the mood.
Okay, we're going to just leave it at that.
Okay,
and
we're
move
going to
on.
stop there, aren't we?
We are. None
So
of
do you
that.
think at the end of one of our shows, anybody goes into the bedroom and goes, "Sweetie, could you talk like Shelley?"
Oh gosh, I hope not. That's weird.
That's weird. Okay, so second thing, we have some presents to open.
Yay.
The first present is from Jim Siri, and he's been promising you this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it actually says, "Attention, Shelley." He's from Michigan.
Yay.
So let's open this up, see what... You want to take it out?
Here we go. Oh, thank you.
Oh, so we got a little note. Do you need the scissors, or can you open it?
Oh, it's a Ziploc.
Wow, isn't that pretty?
Ah, look at that. Fancy, huh?
Natural turquoise.
That's like the scrapbook Ben put out this week with all the necklaces.
What? He's beat us to the story again, are you telling me? Copper finishing. Very nice.
Yeah. To put that on.
All right, let's see.
Check that
Magical Treasure Princess. I had a friend in New Mexico that made the necklace. Hope you like it. Jim
Aw.
Siri, a.k.a. Polar Jim from living in the town North Pole, Alaska. New York Jim from living in New York. So when I left Washington this morning,
There
the
we go.
temperature was 23. By the time... Oh, big screen. Sorry. Thank you. Wait, let's do that again. Okay, show me your necklace.
Can you see it? It's kind of blending into the top here.
Camouflaged with your top. So that's a nice, beautiful, natural turquoise gift. Very well matched in size and color. From Jim Siri in Michigan. Thank
Goes
you,
really
Jim.
well with this blouse.
It was very nice.
And then the next box we have is from 3D Bronze.
And you know 3D Bronze, he's a regular, and we
I think you can open
promote
that part.
his website for him. So let's see what he sent us.
3D Bronze at 3dbronze.com, is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll go to the website while you're taking a look at it.
Yes, we did see Cynthia's new video. We sat on
It
the
was
couch
so
and watched
cute.
it. All about embroidery and chaos. And guess who the lead searcher is? It's chaos.
It's chaos.
Oh boy,
So let's
lots
go
of things
to-
in here. My goodness.
So this is 3D.
Oh, we're going to need you to get your little scissor knifey thingy out again. This has got lots of little things in here.
Okay. So this is his website.
Oh, yeah. You're
Oh, is
gonna-
that one of the treasure
Uh-huh.
chests?
I think that's all. There's several of these things in here.
Wow, he really wrapped this.
Yeah.
You know what
very
we can
well
do?
wrapped.
He sent us more than one.
Oh, yeah. He sent several things in here. Oops. You know, when we were watching that video of Chaos and Embroidery, I'm like, they're going to my search area, Hyde Park. They figured it out.
They got it all figured out. What else? You want some help with that?
Yeah, I think we
Here,
need
talk
some-
about those.
Okay. Oh, these are miniature little treasure chests.
Which we will give
And
away.
There's 3 of these in this package. I don't know if that focused on it really well, but you can also see it on his website. These are very light.
wonder,
What do you think these are made of?
3D printed, he says.
Oh, that's right.
As are
3D
these.
printed.
As is this.
Yeah.
So that looks like the bottom part, but look at the detail in that.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, this.
Oh, that. And then he's written his 3D bronze in there. See that on the inside?
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, well, 3D Bronze has sent us more of these ones than we can use, so we're going to have to give some of these away.
I don't know if you can see the name in there inside the box.
Oh, look it. So, let's go back. I'm going to go back. So that's 3D Bronze's website, 3dbronze.com. So let me go back to the full screen. Thank you for reminding us, AJ. So It's another miniature chest, a 3D printed. It's got a lot of detail on it, and
It
the top
opens.
You can
Oh,
actually
look,
put
what's it say on the top of the... Oh, 3D bronze.
So
Cute.
you could put like, how neat is that?
It snaps together.
No, feel why it snaps together.
Oh, because they're little magnets. He's embedded magnets into it.
Excuse me. So those are very nice. So there's some more of those. I'm not going to open them all up. Oh, he sent us a bunch of them. So we've got a bunch of so we got two of the little tiny ones. We've got 1, 2, 3. I don't know what
Oh,
that
so
is.
there's a lid for this too, and it's got magnets too.
Yeah, I haven't opened. I think it's this right there.
Okay.
I'll open it up here in just a second.
Oh.
So I won't open these. So
Okay. I will read the enclosed verbiage.
Okay, so we've got one. So we got 3 of the little tiny ones. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the mid-sized ones with the opening. Do the little ones open up?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, they don't. Okay.
They're all in one piece.
The mid-sized ones, the mid-sized treasure chests, open up, and they have the magnetic top.
I know what that is.
That might be the 3D printed one because he was going
Yeah,
to do 3D
because
print.
it's very lightweight.
Yeah. All right. So there's 2 of those. So it looks like these are 2 of the.
Let's see what it says. Hey there, Gypsies. Just wanted to say hello and thank you for all of the videos you put together each week for the community. I watch every video and enjoy them all. Yay! As you know, I enjoy making bronze sculptures and collectibles, but as I'm sure you also know, this process is long, tedious, and expensive. I know firsthand how much money is spent from the search community on boots-on-the-ground adventures, which then leaves little money left for fun, Forrest Fenn inspired swag. To make my creations more accessible, I came up with a simple solution. Since I use 3D printers as part of my bronze casting process already, hence the name 3D Bronze, I decided to transition part of my time to start making 3D printed pieces and can now create them at prices any searcher can afford. This also allows me to more easily give gifts and giveaways to FenTubers and friends without breaking the bank. Speaking of, to thank you for all that you do, I've included several 3D printed pieces from my ever-growing collection inside of this package. Feel free to do what you'd like with these pieces and let me know what you think. A few important notes. The largest chest included in this package is what I call a coin bank. I personalized it with your logo and included a searcher coin holder that can hold a searcher coin above the contents of the chest. Since I do not own a Forrest Fenn searcher coin, K-Pro and Cow, feel free to let me borrow one, smiley face. I don't think the size for the coin holder will be quite right. Please let me know what adjustments should be made and I can send you a proper one with the adjustments. Any input is appreciated. Also, I put your logo on the bottom of the coin bank lid personally for you. Don't worry, I'm not selling anything with your logo on it without your permission. This was made just for you. Thanks again and see you on the next show. Mike Champ, 3D Bronze. Awesome.
Mike, you're welcome to put our logo on any one of your products you want. Okay, so here's the coin bank. So let me take the small ones out of there. So this is and it has the magnets again. Whoops, let me see. This goes that way. So this is the coin bank one size, and it's got the magnetic top, and on the inside, it has AGK's logo, and
Very
here's
cool.
the coin holder.
Coin holder.
And you know what? I've got my one. Oh, look at how nicely that fits in there. So the coin holder fits in there. Box fix on top. We're going to have a special giveaway for this. Okay, so here's the deal. We bought, as you guys know, we bought a copy of Chaseopoly. And
Did you have a string in there with it?
I dropped that.
Oh. I thought I saw a string in there. I'll get it.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Almost went upside down for that one.
Okay. So because I was one of the first 75, I was actually the first to buy it. When my Chaseopoly arrives, I'm going to have a coin. One of the silver coins in the Chaseopoly. So here's what we'll do. We will put that silver coin in here, put that in here, put the AGK top, and we'll have a really special giveaway when that's all put together. Won't that make a great giveaway? This is great work. What? You want to keep that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I know what we can do. We can put the nickel coin in there. The one that the 369.
Yeah.
You want that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Give it away.
I was going to give it away,
Our
but
best stuff. It's got our logo
it's got our
on
logo.
it. That's pretty awesome.
So I'll tell you what. I will buy another one of these 3D bronze. If you're watching, I'll buy one of these. Okay. 3D bronze. He's in the room. So 3D bronze. Shelley wants to keep this one for our nickel-plated coin. If you'll make me another one of those the same way,
I'm keeping this too, by the way.
I will give it away with the silver coin that I'm getting from Chaseopoly. Are you keeping that one?
Yes.
So is this 3D? This is
See,
really
it's got
nicely
a hole
printed.
where you can put the chain or whatever.
You know
through.
what? I've got all those. That's really designed for a string. All right. I've got some that we can use. But we have all these other mid-sized ones that we can give away.
Yes.
And we have the little TT ones as well,
Yes, those are.
which is the Vietnamese word for small. So
I
we
think
have
we need to
these.
save one of the small ones for the TT ones for the Chaseopoly game. I bet it.
Oh,
good
good point. Wow, it would make a great. You're right.
Like a little
Yeah. What do they call them? There's a name for those things.
token.
Tokens. Yeah. We'll save one of those for the Chaseopoly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the right size for Chaseopoly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give away a bunch of these. Like I said, we have 7 of the mid-sized ones. We have a 3D bronze sign that says, "Please touch. We are responsible." If you remember that from Thrill of the Chase. And so we're keeping these. Shelley's keeping these. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine.
Mine. All mine.
Like Everly.
Mine. My Chase boxes.
Yeah.
My Chase.
My 3D
My new
boxes.
my granddaughter has this new thing that she's.
So anyway,
Okay.
that's for 3D bronze. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for that.
And a little cowbell on
And-
that side.
And we will share all of those with the community.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the best way. And make sure you go to his website. I'm going to go there one more time, 3D Bronze, to see what his most recent efforts are. There's the chests, the mid-sized ones,
Very
the
detailed.
coin-sized ones. Yeah, they really do.
Being
have
3D printed,
Yeah.
I'll have to show these to Kevin.
So
Kevin
he
will
said
enjoy
it's-
seeing these.
Oh, that's a fridge magnet. The Please Touch.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a
that
fridge
makes
magnet.
sense.
That's cool. So make sure you go to his website and see some of these things. But we'll give a bunch of this stuff away. And 3D bronze, and I will pay for it. If you'll make me another one of the boxes with the AGK logo and the coin thing, we'll give that away when we get our Chaseopoly coin. And I'll be happy to pay for that one. But thank you. That was really very thoughtful of you. Couldn't ask for more. Gosh. So you're making out like a bandit tonight, huh?
Well, yeah.
Got the necklace and the boxes and
Well, we're going to keep the boxes in here. We can, well, I mean, this is like necklace.
yeah, that's going to be nice.
Because that's, that's what it's made for.
That's what it's made for. It's made to wear
That's right.
by a pretty woman. Pretty woman.
Now,
All right, let's do some emails, which you're going to have to read. I'll try to answer them at the best. But again, thanks
Toby
to
sounds sick. He is sick.
yeah, I am sick.
Got a cold.
Thank you again to 3D Bronze and to Jim Siri for those gifts that they sent us. That was
yes,
really.
thank
I
you.
do want to say thanks to our moderators for being in the room tonight. K-Pro, ES, Huli.
Yes.
I didn't see Sassy. Greg Keller's in the room.
Yes.
And
John Warner,
John
but we haven't
Warner, is
seen
he
him
there?
tonight.
So thanks to those guys for keeping it safe and sane, brothers and sisters. Safe and sane. All right.
Our very own safety squirrels.
Type.
All right. First email is from Bonnie Casey.
Go ahead. Short answers.
Please need to know a question about Forrest Fenn Treasure Hunt. If a person know the spot where treasure is, do have to be in hands in order to claim the title to gold. Very important to know. Thank you.
So I would interpret that to mean if she had figured out where the treasure is and she doesn't actually go out and put her hands on it, could she claim title to it? No.
We all would do that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I know where it is. It's mine.
Yeah. Not ownership is 9/10 of the law. By ownership, it means it is in your possession. So if you did attempt that and somebody else found the treasure, you would not have standing in a court of law. They wouldn't listen to you. In order to have title to that treasure, it must be in your possession. I'm willing to hear alternative arguments, but
Craig
just don't-
Esquire, you want to
yeah, where's Craig
weigh in
Esquire in
if
the
you
room?
disagree with any of
Yeah.
what we said? Next one, sharing something interesting.
I didn't want to reach across. I just needed to make sure. Okay. Go.
Sharing something interesting. This is from Dwayne Smith.
Isn't he an Aussie?
Hi guys, Dwayne Smith from Australia. Thought I'd share something interesting I'd found whilst searching for Fenn's treasure online, as I'll never get to boots on the ground in America. I thought I'd share this with you guys in the hope if you discover something, you guys would break me off some crumbs. It's kind of like a Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I think the treasure chest is in the Gallatin National Forest area. I keep coming back to X marks the spot. I think the solve requires you to mark on a map intersecting lines. We'll mark the spot, then you just go there and pick it up. There is something about the names of the mountains and the poem I don't have the answers for this, but maybe a new way of thinking. For instance, begin where warm waters halt. Big sky. Put in below the home of Brown. Cinnamon Mountain. No place for the meek. Sheep Mountain. The end is drawing nigh. Sepulchre Mountain.
That's interesting.
There'll be no paddle up your creek. Steamboat Mountain. Heavy loads. Electric Peak. Been wise and found the blaze. Shooting Star Mountain. Look quickly down. Man's Foot Mountain. As you can see, could it just be a coincidence that the names of the mountains all seem to fit a certain area? Maybe or maybe not, but what better way to move with confidence that X marks the spot? Let me know what you think. Thanks, Dwayne.
Think it's an interesting theory. You hadn't heard it before. Well, let me just check and see where Sepulchre Mountain is.
And CS Jigsaw wants us to show a map that he sent us from the Library of Congress.
It's in Wyoming. It's actually a mountain. Northwest of Yellowstone National, halfway between the summit of Electric Peak and Mammoth Hot Springs. Okay, Dwayne, damned interesting. I didn't realize, Big Sky, Cinnamon Mountain, Sheep Mountain, Sepulchre Mountain, Steamboat Mountain. The implication is that you could connect to these mountains in some way. And so I think it'd be worth drawing the lines on the map. I'll try to do that.
And then we have to see if
next
the
show.
X is somewhere that you can actually get to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if it's like on the side of a mountain, you might not be
Right.
able to get there.
Wait, what did who say about map?
CS Jigsaw?
See, did he just send it? 'Cause
I think
didn't
so.
see it.
No. I didn't see it.
We didn't see it
We
there.
didn't see it. Jigsaw, did you send it to our email? Oh, where can you send the map? Send it to
Oh.
our email, a gypsyskiss@gmail. You see, right here, a gypsyskiss@gmail. There you go. Okay, this is from Priscilla Ledesma.
So she sent a bunch of pictures, and I was trying to make sense of them,
I think
and
she
not having a lot of
She
success.
might be selling some things. I'm not sure because it says, I have a few items, some of which are connected to the treasure, other items connected with the Holy Bible, and other sorts of items I have been collecting. I would love to show you these items. Well, she just wants to show them to us. But on one condition, only if I'm not filmed for my safety and not lots of people entering my grandmother's home. Thank you. And then she gave us her phone number if we wanted to give her a call.
Ooh, the money pit.
So,
That's that Treasure of Oak Island thing.
oh, is it? Interesting. So she just wants to show them to us, I guess. She didn't say she was selling them.
Dovetail. I don't. I'm not sure what those are.
I don't know either. Looks like a dresser or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Some kind of map.
That looks like a treasure map. Or a dresser. Treasure of the Knights Templar. It looks like she got us mixed up with somebody was doing some repair work for her. I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right. We're not sure where you're going with that. Was it Priscilla?
Yeah.
We'll write you back and ask some questions, see if we can figure out where you're going with that, because I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, I
They
don't
look
know.
interesting, but not sure what this is about.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's
move-
read Chuck Denny's, because I do, he contacted us before and he talked about this project.
Okay. Chuck Denny, Healing PTSD Stamp. Toby and Shelley, it's been a while. I hope you all are well. Here are the details about the stamp project I have shared before. This is going to be great for our veterans. Thank you for your service too, Toby. Regards.
So Chuck mentioned that he had had a design made for a stamp, a USPS stamp. It's a forever stamp on the topic of PTSD, and then the idea was supposed to do that it was supposed to be an annual, a day where we focused on PTSD. Now, I want you to know that veterans are not the only ones. Almost anyone who's had a traumatic event can suffer from PTSD, and I think the statistics are a horrendous number. It's like 80% of cases of PTSD go untreated because it's not completely recognized. And there's a lot of money going into research right now. There should be more. There's not enough money going into research right now to identify PTSD early enough on to start correcting it, because if it goes too far, it goes too far. I don't know how else to say that without being, but Chuck started working on this stamp project about a year ago. I remember him mentioning. I mean, he must have worked on it longer than that, because I know a stamp project doesn't go quickly at the USPS. But it sounds like they finally have the stamp. They're going to release it. The dedication ceremony is on December 2nd, 2019. That's called the first day of issue.
In Charlotte, North Carolina. at the McGlohon Theater at Spirit Square at 11 a.m. They're going to have a dedication ceremony for the stamp. That is a really cool picture. It would make a really neat poster.
Do you know what that plant is?
I don't. Maybe it's a baby tree. I don't know.
So if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, maybe you could attend.
Because you got the leaves that have died, and then you've got the new shoot coming up.
Yeah. So and there's a hashtag healing PTSDS or PTSD stamps, and it says it's the first day of issue dedication ceremony. That means they'll have first day covers, rounds. If any of you who are philatelists will know what I'm talking about, and it says first class semi-postal stamp. Do you know what that means?
No.
I've never heard the phrase semi-postal before.
I
Anyway,
haven't either.
Chuck, thank you for the effort that you put into this, and we're glad to see it finally come to fruition. Chuck is a searcher, and I think he has his own YouTube channel as well. So that's nice to see that kind of thing being done by a searcher. Mm-hmm. You want to say your lows?
Oh, sure. I can do that. All right. I'm at 7:15 here.
Go ahead. I'm going to start from the bottom, see if there's any questions.
All right. And thank you for joining us this evening. Hello to all of our friends.
I'll do this. How's that? If I want to interject myself.
Or you can just go like that.
Okay.
Gently.
So, Douglas, I noticed that you're in the room. I got your package. I picked up several packages today at the post office of sand, and I didn't have time to process it into a sample. So I just used a sample that I already had. I'll do yours next Wednesday, and thank you for sending that along with the photographs. I really appreciate it.
Okay. So we want to say hello to Greg Keller, David Dow, William, K-Pro, Chroma Key, William Sparks, Jack, Christopher Robin, Dabear. Dabear. It's confirmed Toby and Shelley have the chest. Because we have the chest.
We do.
Well, Cynthia's got one too.
Yeah, did you see Cynthia's? You got to watch Cynthia's YouTube video that was published today.
Yeah.
So LR says, I recommend zinc and echinacea with golden seal for coals.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to the Walgreens right after this to get all that kind of stuff.
Although, only while you have a cold. Don't use it otherwise. But yes, Davio's here. Stacy Harwood. Douglas Carver. World famous gamer. Can't
or
say
WFG,
world tonight.
it's easier to say.
We have ES.
You answered CS
mods.
Jigsaw.
Yeah, he wanted to know where to send the...
At gypsykiss@gmail.com. Send the map.
Gotta touch it. Touch the boat.
Well, that was good.
We have Corey Jacobs. LR. Glenna Friedman. Does anyone know what we're supposed to find in the wood? Something that makes you brave.
Greg Keller says, gee, Toby, you dropped the "We Are Responsible" sign. Can you imagine that?
It says we could touch it. I know, it did say we could drop it. Paladin.
Ricola.
Yeah.
All right, you guys aren't asking questions. You're just making fun of my
Sassafras. It amuses me that the term fin tubers is a real thing. Boxhound.
Oh, okay. So Sarah Kinzer
Hey, Sarah.
says semi-postal stamp is a stamp that is issued to raise money for charity.
Oh.
So the PTSD, I guess they...
So it's like a semi. The post office gets half and the charity gets half,
Oh,
maybe?
good. How cool is that?
Cool. Yeah. That's a good idea. So we have a conversation going on in the room.
That's how it should be. That's what it's all about.
3D bronze. Woohoo! He says, I shipped yours and Mike's today, K-Pro. So, very nice. He's getting them out to all the fin tubers so we can share them with the community. Corey Jacobs says, I had that exact same cold last month and now getting over it. Saline spray, Mucinex, and tea. All these remedies.
I'm going to give you my secret cold remedy.
Whiskey.
Here it goes. Listen carefully. 1 ounce whiskey, 1 ounce honey, 1 ounce lemon juice. Put into a cup or a glass. Stir it up good and microwave it until it starts bubbling. Let it cool just a little bit. Take that down. 2 of those a night. You'll sleep like a log.
We have cow lasers boxing Chaseopolis right now.
Yay. Send us ours. We need that coin for Shelley's box. Shelley's
Jacob Eyes. Mr. Toby, you got a nice fade. Tapper edge up, haired, lightened up around your ears. No homo, you looking nice. What was said? High-low touchdown. Miss a shin, you should shell malt liquor for Senior Finn.
Well, thank you for noticing my haircut.
I may have butchered what he said, but hey, Lisa Smith is here, so she knows
Hi,
she
Lisa.
won. Make sure you email us with your
Wait, is that
email
Lisa?
with your mail
Is
address.
Lisa Smith in our VIP?
No,
Oh.
she's in the room.
Did she say? Did somebody tell her she won?
You won, Lisa. She said so awesome, so I figured she knew.
Okay, Lisa, you won tonight's giveaway. You have a choice of a Bio
And you get to email us and let us know which one you want.
Bio spray, or the Yellowstone National Park commemorative silver coin. All right. So send us your shipping address at gypsykiss@gmail.com. And then once Lisa lets us know, we'll decide what to give away next week. Plus, I have that gift from the... Oh, by the way, I'm going to do a little pitch right here. A little short pitch. So my two favorite... I love all the museums in Washington, but my 2 favorite have always been the museum. I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Is that their theme at the museum?
Very
Their
fun.
motto? I have some good news and I have some bad news.
You know how
We're the
much
museum.
I love the museum. So my 2 favorites are the museum because it deals with journalism and the Spy Museum. The museum started out really, really small in Arlington in an area called Roslyn. And it was built by the same people who started USA Today. Then they moved downtown to an area right there on Pennsylvania Avenue between the White House and the Capitol. And it was a beautiful building. It's multiple levels. It had this wonderful contemporary design. And I loved going there. And it had this great balcony where you could take a shot with the Capitol building in the background. It was just...
You said it was like an upside down pyramid, right?
No, that's the spot. Wait. You're getting ahead
Oh,
of me.
sorry.
This was a museum.
Okay.
Haven't you been to the museum with me? Didn't I take
No, we were going to go in January, but then
you? We got lazy.
you weren't feeling up to it.
I was sick
Oh,
again.
no. Yeah, we got a little too much to drink for your birthday party. And
Oh,
I think
that's
we
what it
just
was,
said,
yeah.
let's just sleep late. And then we went to the mall instead
Yeah,
and just did
yeah.
light duty that day.
Right. Yeah, it was a big party, the birthday party. 70th birthday party. What can you expect?
Yeah, everybody could buy you drinks. And,
Anyway, and the girls all know my favorite drinks, so they were all buying my favorite drinks. Anyway, while I was there, I found out that the museum is going to close down in December. I heard later on that they pushed, and I'm not choking up here. I'm choking up. It's closing in December. They may have pushed out a couple of months. So if you've never been to the museum in Washington, D.C., go there now. But here's the good news. So the international, well, it wasn't International Spy Museum. It was the Spy Museum in Washington. And it was kind of it was like half done. It was like somebody's idea. And it was on a back street over by Washington's version of Chinatown. So it was hard to get to. It's a small building. Well, guess what? They got some funding from someplace. I don't think it's federal government because it's the International Spy Museum. It's 5 stories now. It is modern. It has all kinds of interactive displays, and it has everything that you'd ever want to know about the world of spying from every perspective. They have one level that's dedicated to code breaking, NSA work. They have another level dedicated to satellites. So if you get to Washington, it's downtown. Now it's down on L'Enfant Plaza, which means that you can get to it by the metro. And it's right across the street from the Hilton L'Enfant. And that means you could stay at the Hilton. Now you're gonna have to pay $400 a night for a room there, but it'll be worth it if you're a fan of spy stuff.
And it's an upside down pyramid.
And it's in the shape of an upside down
When
pyramid.
you told me that, did you know that the City Hall in Tempe, Arizona is also an upside down pyramid?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a good sized pyramid. It has 5 levels, and here's what I can tell you: you can't do it in a day. It's not that kind of museum. You have to go at least 3, probably 4 days. In order to see the entire museum, if you really want to do it justice. But it's really cool because it starts with you getting a spy ID with your own spy name and identity.
Is it like having a stripper name? Do you
and
do
then- yeah,
your
yeah.
street, and then your
Street
pet's name?
Yeah, the street you lived on and the name of your first pet. That would be Dopey Cortez, would be my stripper name.
Well, it's better than mine. Peanuts 19. It's on 19th Street. It's like, that's not a name. It's like a robot. It would be a sex robot.
I don't think it's your street and your first pet. It's your...
I think it
something
was.
else.
But I'd have to change it to
It's
like
like
my
a-
elementary school or something
Yeah.
because I lived on a numbered street.
So anyway, if you get a chance, if you're in Washington, D.C., make sure you go visit that spy museum. It's worth every penny. It was kind of expensive. The non-veterans rate was, I think, $24. And like I said... Sorry, I missed shutting off my mic that time. Sorry. It's worth every penny of it. Go see it. It was a lot of fun. I'll have some pictures for you on Friday, assuming that I survive this.
We're going to get him some
got
meds right after the show.
We got some pictures of the place. It's just a really best museum ever. If you're into that kind of stuff. And of course, you guys know I'm into that kind of stuff. So I got that off my chest.
Now you
we
can
going?
get that cold off your chest. Okay, Rick Eggleston, he says use Zycam. I've
Wait,
tried
are you
that.
writing all these things down?
I know Zycam.
Okay,
You just
all
go to
right.
the cold aisle. It's
All
all
right.
there.
We're going to pick everything
all
on
there.
one of each
Get
on
every
the cold aisle.
get it all.
And
Just
then
get
we're
it
going to
all.
go over to Albertsons and get the whiskey, honey, and lemon juice.
Yes, we'll do that too. Chicken Hawk is here. I know we both just threw out whiskey too. Like
Yeah.
I finally got
Some
rid of
really
all those little
expensive-
bottles of
Oh, you did?
JD because I was tired of having them sit around. Nobody wanted them. It's like, why do we have these?
Okay, Jigsaw.
DB Cooper.
We'll take a look at them on Friday, okay? Make the drinks for Toby. Okay, make the drinks for Toby.
John Robinette. Hello. Sonia Pointer. Hello. Tony Russi in the Seine. Seine? How do you say the French river? Seine?
Sam.
Seine. Since you've been there and I haven't.
Oh.
Well, actually, I've
I
been.
thought you guys...
We didn't go to France and Paris because when we were in Germany and we went and did these different tours, we would stand in line for the tours, and the French people were so rude.
Yeah, yeah.
They were horrible.
Yeah.
First of all,
They
they
don't-
didn't want to stand in line.
No.
Second of all, they made fun of the German people out loud, acting like clowns. And I was just like, wow, we're not going to France if that's what they're like.
Okay, is it the street you lived on? Is this your stripper name? So everybody's guessing stripper name. Street you lived on when you were born and your middle name. That would make me...
Middle name?
Cortez Michael. No, I don't think so. I think there's...
That is kind of funny, though. Like Magic Mike.
Hooli says, add butter to my little whiskey
Oh, yeah,
and
butter.
call it a Toby Toddy.
Sarah Kinzer. Oh, hot toddy, yeah. We can get you some grass-fed butter. Craig Esquire. No, I'm sick. I can't talk.
That's what we get for asking an attorney for advice.
It's funny. Jungle Cruiser. Sassafras. Charles Clement. You Too Late Go See. Captain Marvel and the Tweezers. I like that. That's like a band name. thought that was funny. The Sassy's here.
Oh, the Sassy's in the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
So dark, so
The
quick.
bear, Shelley threw out some, they ended up with a bunch of miniatures of Jack Daniels. And
They sat on the counter for 6 months and nobody touched them. So I was like, we're done.
if you had seen when I decided to go off sugars completely, you should have seen, that bottle of Wyoming whiskey?
He wishes he had it back now.
I wish I had it back. I'm going to have to go to Wyoming to get another one. That was really good whiskey.
Evan Penn is here.
Okay, your first pet plus
Because
the
I
street you lived on
can.
as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
my
what I
s-
said.
my
Peanuts
s-
19. It made no sense. Sounds like a robot.
So my stripper name is Dopey Cortez. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
They'd be like, keep it on, keep
for
it
the
on.
first time in Albuquerque, Dopey Cortez.
Because I can. Triangulation.
Everybody type if it's your, what did Sassy say?
Your first pet's name and the street you lived on.
Okay,
when you
so
were a
everybody
kid.
type your stripper name, your first pet's name, and the street you lived on as a kid. Let's hear some good stuff besides Dopey Cortez and Peanuts 19.
Peanuts 19. It's horrible. It's the worst. It should be something like Fluffy LaRue,
De Bear, it is. I checked. We have a liquor store chain. I can't. What's the Irish one? The liquor store chain here in Albuquerque.
Kelly's.
Kelly's. They sell the Wyoming whiskey,
Yeah.
but
So does
they don't
Total Wine.
They don't sell the double. What was it? The one that I got. The double.
Oh, the ones that they sell at the distillery are the limited edition
Right.
ones.
That was the difference.
Double cask. Electric Polyville. Steve Klein. Temporary layoffs. Good times. Easy
Sarah
credit
Kinzer's.
rip-offs.
Sarah Kinzer's Jet Houston. Wow, that would be better for Brad than for you, Sarah. Though I think that would be.
Sheep Mountain
Corey
put
Jacobs
in Colorado.
is Ruger Pleasant. I don't think that dog name, street name thing
What?
is working for me. Ruger Pleasant.
Okay.
First name.
Maybe the other way around.
Because
Pleasant
I
Ruger.
can is Cookie Price.
Frisky Slater.
World's greatest treasure hunter is Floppy 46th. You guys have strange dog names.
Sparky Baker.
Pepper Hadley. Oh, here's one. Sassy is Kiki Harrison. I can see that. Coming out of the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen, Kiki. Let's give a warm welcome. Round of applause for Kiki Harrison.
Ziggy Breyer or Ziggy Lee. I
Or
like
they got
those.
Pepper
Those are
Hadley.
awesome.
The Swami says Coco Blockhouse. You guys,
Blockhouse.
I'm telling you, these dog names are.
Joel Lewicki's here.
Joel, we're doing stripper names tonight. Your first pet's name plus the street you lived on as a kid. I want to hear Joel's.
Oh, he's just talking about the treasure hunt. He says,
okay.
Forrest lists his 7 advantages in coin flipping in his recent scrapbook. Is this maybe his way of saying the first 7 clues have been solved? Well, who knows? You should ask him. I thought it was your mother or father's middle name in the street.
Buster Blanchard. That's a good guy stripper name.
Buster Blanchard.
Okay, so world famous gamer said, "HK Toby, a little laughter medicine for you to help you feel better. When I was a little boy, I slept in a twin bed, wondering where my brother was." What? Okay, I don't. That
It was a twin bed. He wanted to know
yeah.
where his twin was.
Where the other brother was. Wait, I lost track here. Peanut butter whiskey. Let's see. Yeah, Greg. Greg says, "Oh, well, they wouldn't pay for clothes off. They would pay you to put your clothes back on." Yeah, you know what? You're right. Because I'm 70.
Fifi Strack.
Cocoa Blockhead.
Skeeter Chisholm. Tiger Buttonball.
What? How far down are you?
Buttonball was the name of your street? I'm at the bottom.
Beverly Hills, I would be Sparky Baker. That's a good one. That's a good
Flopsy Nathan.
Midnight Roosevelt. Frisky Slater. World's Greatest Treasure Hunter. Actually, it's Toby, 46th Street. His dog's name was Toby. Did I ever tell you a story? My youngest daughter's his
Apparently, the scrapbooks have solved the entire poem.
name is, of course. Here's what we can tell you about the scrapbooks. Read them for entertainment.
I'll have to say, Forrest told me, if you want to find the treasure, you got to read The Thrill of the Chase and the poem. That's all he told me.
So, and did Pirates, his would have been Fluff Long Road.
Fluff Long Road.
Yeah, I could see that as a stripper name. So we're having to delete some of these guys because of your stripper names. Doggy Style. First name is Doggy, and you lived on Style Street. Doggy
Oh, come
Style.
on. I think we're making that one
Yeah,
up.
now we're starting again. Joel Lewicki. Joel, he's talking about the treasure. What is this? Joel, we're doing stripper names.
And
We'll
they're
take
whining
calls.
about it.
And then whining about it. Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Isaac Greenow from Alberta.
Greg says the show is derailed for the rest of the night.
AP Moreau.
Oh, listen to this. Sarah Kinzer says Brad's would be Fifi Strack.
Baby Strack.
Fifi Strack.
Rowdy Yates.
Okay, now that's going too fast for us.
Okay, Blue Fox, if you'd like to call in and tell us about the scrapbook and how interesting it is and how it solves the poem, please do. Here's the number, 202-815-1171.
Are we going to phone calls? 'Cause I haven't
Blue
played the
Fox
phone
is
call game.
demanding to talk about the scrapbooks.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hang on, Blue Fox. Let me turn on the phone. I think Toby already had some cold on. No, I'm 12. I'm 17 hours into my day. That started with a flight out of D.C. in 26-degree weather.
And thank heaven the flights were good.
Thank heaven the flights were good.
And you got a good seat.
I got upgraded from economy to
Exit row.
exit row.
I don't know why that's more expensive. It's kind of weird.
Got
All right, you ready to move on to the next thing?
yeah.
Okay. Do
God,
you have any
you-
texts?
Fluffy Bottom Zozo. I don't know if we're still dealing with the stripper names or not. Gusty Mammoth. Ooh, I
Patton
like that.
Panorama.
Patton Panorama.
Dusty Roads.
God, you guys have some really interesting about scrap. Wait, Blue Fox says, no, I did not demand to talk about scrapbooks. I said Toby might want to take a shot. No, I'm telling
Shot of whiskey.
Oh, whiskey. That's the only thing I'm ready to take a shot of right now. Yeah, so here's our position on scrapbooks. Read them for entertainment.
That's what Cynthia did. And she made a whole video about
Yeah,
it.
bless her
You
heart.
know, a fun one about embroidery and chaos.
Evan, you're right. I agree with
And
you.
how
that
they go
sounds
boots on
gotten.
the ground and find the treasure.
This started this morning. We started with a minor sore throat. By this afternoon, it was coughing and hacking and
and whining
I have
and
a
carrying
whining.
on and throwing little tantrums. See, he must have got it from the kids. He's acting like one.
You should see those kids, though. I mean, you can't help but hug them. They are so damn cute. I got one of my granddaughters is 5, and I went to pick her up at school, and the teacher said, so now, because she knew I was visiting, she said, what do you think of her? And I said, I think she's just adorable. She's got so much personality. And I said, I asked the teacher, what do you think of her? She said, she's like a New Jersey housewife in a 5-year-old body. Which I thought was funnier than a New Jersey housewife in a 5-year-old body. That's Mila.
Everybody's demanding Blue Fox talk about scrapbooks.
Okay, hang on. So let's open up the phone lines.
It's a
and
mandate.
and I will do my best. Nice. You know what? I didn't check to see if I had voicemails. I better do. Ooh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. We do have a voicemail. Let me take a look real quick. See what we got here.
Are you calling somebody?
No, not calling them.
Hello?
Didn't want to do that. Hello. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to listen to your voicemail, and I called your number instead. It's Toby. So I was going to listen to your voicemail, and I accidentally dialed your number. I didn't mean to do that. So would you?
Toby, you drunk?
No. I'm drunk with a fever of a cold and an 18.
You guys are drinking
fever.
again, aren't you?
No. This is absolutely
fever
water. I'm just
for
trying
more
to get
cowbell.
through it. So, do you want to talk or who is this?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So go back. Let's start over.
I can barely hear you though.
Okay, I'm going to turn it up right.
Who is this,
here.
Davio?
You need to turn it up.
Okay, hold on. Is that better?
It's better. Yeah.
Okay. The problem is I get really loud on. How's that? I got to find a medium point.
It's okay. It's not best.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
we can actually hear you really good. So anyway,
Well, I know because
we called you.
I don't have all those wires and all that shit going on in my end.
Yeah, I
I don't
know.
think I do.
No. So Toby and Shelley have reached out to you.
Okay, wait. I really can't hear you very well.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure my phone's up a second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, here we go.
Check. 1, 2, 3. All right.
We're good. We're good.
Toby and Shelley have reached out to you. What's your name and what's your comment?
Oh, my name is Paul.
Hi, Paul.
And my comment is, I was on the show and I was watching this sassy girl,
Sassy, yeah.
whatever. Okay. And she was making a lot of, I wouldn't say inappropriate comments, but they were kind of like borderline, like on the edge. And, I was saying, it's okay. It's kind of fun. We're having a good time. And then she starts cutting people off for doing things that weren't even nearly as bad as what she was doing. Now, I say bad. It was kind of fun, but, it's kind of like she was playing a power game.
Mm. So did she cut you off? Did you get cut off?
Yes, sir.
What's your screen name, if you don't mind sharing?
What was that last comment?
What's your screen name?
My screen name, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm the chroma key guy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm like what I do. But this is what I do. Okay, when your show's about ready to come on, I get the little warning thing.
yeah.
I go in the bathroom and I strip down and I paint myself in green. I put green paint all over my body.
Yeah.
And I got this screen that kind of like disappear,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really cool. And I get on the show and I have a good time.
And nobody can see you because you're chroma keyed out.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
Right. And, it's just kind of fun and stuff. You get into the mood and everything. And then the sassy girl gets on and gets everybody going. And then there's nothing worse than a woman turns around and uses your shit against you.
I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You got to remember that a good portion of our audience is women. So you probably don't want to say things about women.
Like what kind of thing?
Or like general things like you just did. You probably just want to keep it specific.
Okay.
All right, sir. Well, I'm sorry.
Hey, look. The deal is, come on, guys. You guys put out all this little stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can throw the bait out too. We're gonna bite.
We're gonna what?
Bite.
When you throw the bait out, people
Oh yeah,
bite.
you're gonna bite. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's kind of what we do with it.
Right. So, like, we on air right now or something?
Yeah. Everybody's listening to what you have to say.
Oh, good. Hi, K-Pro. Hello. Unless she's snoring or something, but she's cool. She really is. Smart girl.
She is.
Yeah, she is. Do you have any questions for me? Because I'm, like, full of knowledge.
No, actually, what I'm going to do is go on to the next caller and see where we go with the rest of the night.
Okay. Well, if you ever want to talk to me, just call me back, and you still owe me coffee.
And I'll pay it one of these days. I always do.
You'll do what?
I always pay off my coffee debts.
You do?
Yeah.
Maybe I should send you, like, a letter of intent or something.
A what?
A letter of intent?
A letter of intent? A coffee letter?
Yeah,
of intent?
just to get a commitment,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, that's okay.
All right, sir. Thanks.
Okay, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chroma key.
That's the number, right?
Yeah. So that was the voicemail. Let me see what I've got in the way of voicemails. All right.
There you go.
All right. Let me go back here. And so we've got a couple of voicemails that we want to play. Let's see what we got here. So we didn't do the voicemail thing because I didn't know.
Toby, I apologize. I have no reason why my car suddenly called you. And
a lot of that going
sorry
wrong.
for any inconvenience. Talk to you later. Bye.
Not to worry. That was Gerald from Prince Edward Island.
Oh,
I
okay.
recognize his voice.
Okay.
您请按8，了解详情，请按8。
That was Chinese, and she just proposed to me.
She must have liked your stripper name.
Good.
This is Toby. If this is Toby, my number is 970.
Oh no, we're gonna run the number.
She wants
We're giving out the number.
Oh, he wants us to call him back. So
Yes, sir. I want to know what Forrest Fenn Treasure has. If you have to be there to get the treasure in your hands in order to claim the prize, because it's very important to me because I think I have solved the clues. Thank you very much. If you can call me back.
shall we call her back?
501.
Wow. I think that was Priscilla, right?
Yeah, it sounded like the same woman. Let's give her a call.
Bonnie. Sorry, Bonnie.
Bonnie. All right, let's give her a call back.
Well, let her know she's on the air.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff Van Schultz. I like your super sticker. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, they're using super stickers now?
It's cute.
What's her name?
Bonnie.
Hello.
Hi, Bonnie. This is Toby Younis with the Gypsy's Kiss. You called and asked us to call you back.
What is it now? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Now,
I think
Bonnie,
I think-
before you
yes.
hold on, before you go on, you're on the air. So I just wanted you to know that.
Oh, I don't know if I want. I said I really think I narrowed down where the spot's at.
Well, we read your letter earlier in the show, and we answered it. We answered
Okay.
your question,
You can answer.
but then you
again.
left a voicemail, and our answer is I'm going to tell you anyway, so that you don't have to worry about it. Our answer is that in the law, basically, you have to be in possession of an object in order to claim title to it. Because here's an example. I know, for example, there are billions of dollars worth of gold inside Fort Knox. And I know where it is. By describing where it is, I can't claim title to it. I actually have to have my hands on it. Now, in the case of Fort Knox, if I did have my hands on it, I'd be in trouble anyway. But if you were to go to a court, you simply can't guess at something, the location of something, and claim title to it. You have to be in possession of it.
Okay, yes, sir. I understand that.
All right?
But anyway, I think I do have the spot, so I just got to get to it.
Yeah, that's all. And the advantage is we're going into the winter season, so there's not going to be a lot of searchers out looking for the treasure. By next spring, you'll be able to go out and implement your theory and see if it's actually there.
Okay, I sure will.
All right, keep working on it, refine it a little bit better, and the first chance you get, maybe with some members of your family, head out west and get that treasure. Let us know.
Okay, I'm surely going to try.
We
But
look
thank you so much for calling me back,
our pleasure. We look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, thank you very much.
You have a very good evening.
And you also. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we got one from Cortez,
Do you want
Colorado.
Toby to call?
Hey guys, my name is Ian from
I'm a hunter as well. I had a couple thoughts and questions and a cool book that I wanted to tell you guys about. Maybe you guys can call me back. Thanks, and we're going to try some other numbers and see if we can find you guys. Thanks, bye.
Okay.
We are searching it out. Let's call him.
If
He
you
said
want
his
Toby to call you, you
his
need
name
to
was
just
Ian?
text
Yeah, just
our
text.
number with your phone number and say, please call me, and he'll call you.
So let's call Ian.
This is Ian.
Hey, Ian, it's Toby and Shelley from a Gypsy's Kiss. You're on the air.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Are you guys on air?
Yes,
Yes.
and so are you.
All right.
Yeah, you're on the air.
How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. That's why we're calling you. It sounded like you were doing great. You wanted to share something with us.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what I want to share, but I definitely want to chat with you guys.
All right. Well, let's have a chat. Do you have some questions you need to answer for?
Hold on. Let me get you on speakerphone. Hold on.
All right.
Oh man, I'm glad you guys called.
So explain to me first why you're glad we called.
Okay. Well, first of all, I wanted some help because I've been on this search, I think only about 4 years, but pretty intensely. Probably like most people, I got captivated and enthralled and kind of addicted to it.
That sounds very familiar.
Oh man, I ended up just doing research for years so far. I pretty much gave up my job and all, went for it.
That's pretty serious.
Yeah, probably like most people though.
Yeah.
I got to admit though, I'm caught off guard. I kind of thought you guys weren't going to call me back. I was like, oh, they probably think I'm just like kind of a crazy guy, the 7% that Fenn talks about.
Actually, those are the people we like calling back the most.
Oh, really? To get some outside thought?
Yeah. So here we are. So we called you back.
Where's Shelley at?
Shelley's-
Shelley, are you there?
I'm right here.
I'm going to turn up her.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. So you asked us to call you back. You've been researching for about 4 years. How many times have you been boots on the ground?
Oh man. Whew. I honestly haven't kept track, but it's been quite a few. We've traveled, let's just say, let's see, I have a 7-year-old son, and we've been going out since he was 3. And we probably go, probably maybe twice, 3 times a month, which might not seem like a lot.
Seems like a lot to me.
Yeah, it's our way to go out and like look for rocks and hike up a hill. Yeah, crash and burn a couple times, come back with some blood and a good story.
Yeah.
But let me just think. Let me think of a way to.
Wait,
what I'm going to do.
Hang on. I have some more questions for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
What state do you and your son live in?
We primarily search in Colorado.
Let me ask the question again. What state do you and your son live in?
Wait, hold on. It's hard to hear you.
All right. Well, people in the room are telling me I'm overmodulating. Here, hang on a second. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit.
You just seem a little quiet.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying not to catch up on my cold here. So hang on while I make some audio changes here real quick so we don't. All right. So let's do this again. What state do you and your son live in?
Oh, yeah.
we live in Colorado as well.
Oh, all right. And your search
Yeah.
area is in Colorado, it sounds like.
Primarily, yeah. We haven't been able to venture out too far, but then we also haven't found a lot of reasons to venture out far.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading the internet since I began, and you kind of get a feel of where people go and how hard it is,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of get the same theories over and over and over, and you kind of figure, well, I'm not going to find anything new, so maybe I should wait a little bit.
Yeah. So, what are you doing to refine your theory over the winter?
Oh, man. Well, that's why I called you.
All right.
There's not many people that I figure have as much info as you do. And I don't really like kind of going after Dale Neitzel and checking that out. I like your guys' duo. I like your wisdom, but Shelley, you got that psychological aspect. And I love hearing you talk about the chapters and kind of getting that. It's like you guys are the yin and the yang.
That's a good description of us. She tends to be more rational about these things than me.
Well,
by the way,
yeah, I guess you could put it that way, huh?
By the way, I do feel like I need to say there are lots of people out there that know more about this than I do. And that's because I've been very specific about how I do my research. So there, you listen to Jason Dent or Sean Dodson or K-Pro or Mike Cowling, or people. What's her name? The Odious Soul, Shannon Utz. They've done Michael Hool. Wow, yeah, they've done a lot more. They've put a lot more effort into working their theories than I have. And honestly, you've got to remember that I've been out 34 times and I've come back empty-handed each time. So,
as we all have, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not totally empty-handed, right? I'm sure you got something in your hand, like a rock or a memory.
We do have, well, in our case, we have lots of video and lots of photographs of every one of our adventures. So we do have those memories, and you know, we share them with everybody. So that's why everyone knows so much about our particular theory.
Yeah.
Theories.
Yeah. Well, I liked your guys' duo, and I figured at this point I am completely stuck. Man, I've read so much and I've got so far. I have this tidbit and I can't give it to you quite yet. But I will say it's amazing.
Yeah, nor would we want you to. What we recommend to people over the winter is that you forget everything that you've learned thus far and go back to the poem and the book. Forget everything else. You have a whole winter to build a theory that's based on the poem and the book. And then if you want to go back to your theory that has all those other things incorporated, you're perfectly welcome to do that. But here's the opportunity in the winter to clear your brain of everything that you think you know, drop it all, and go back to the poem and the book. And that's what we do every winter. We go back to the poem and the book. We ignore everything else. We drop everything else. We start from scratch every year.
So do you guys ever find, though, that you've gone back to the book and the poem so many times that it's almost like there's just one piece missing that could solve so much or take you a whole nother level higher?
Here's what we assume. Here's what we've imagined. I'm going to strongly recommend that everyone watch last week's episode of Expedition Unknown, where they found one of the treasures that was hidden in the book called The Secret. I can't remember how many total were hidden. I think it's 10 in various cities. But the gentleman who had come close to the one in Boston walked the host, Josh Gates. he walked him through his solution and took him to the place where this treasure that had been hidden by I forgot the gentleman's name. You've got to watch it. Maybe somebody in the room could, Sassy probably knows about it, or Mike Cowling. But he walked him through his solution to the point that they were in a park that was being reconstructed by the city, and he identified the treasure as being under home plate in that park when it was actually a park. And he warned the guys he didn't warn them, he suggested to the people that were doing the work on the park that when they dig up the area around home base, just to be cautious, they might find something, and they did. and that's when he contacted Josh, and he walked him through his solution, and they eventually got to the place where they were digging up home plate, and they found the rest of the stuff. The end of the show is where they give him the treasure. In this case, it was a peridot. It was a large, looked like about an 8 or 10 carat peridot. The point that I want you to take a look at is he had selected a verse, because there are several. I don't know enough about The Secret to talk about it intelligently, but in The Secret, apparently there's a number of verses that you can select from, match it to a city, and then go look for the treasure. And the idea is you have to figure out which of the number of verses matches which of the cities. Okay? What amazed me was how obtuse, how way far out the clues were as you looked at his solution, and how he could interpret these things. You know, the stairs, there's a statue of Christopher Columbus in one of these parks that they were walking through, and it turned out that the statue had the same face as the painting that represented the Boston secret. The other thing that was interesting to me is that the painter, the guy that painted all the images that went along with The Secret, he actually put clues in the painting. He showed them, for example, that the cuff on the women on the woman in the painting was shaped like home base. So what was interesting to me, there were two things that were interesting to me. There apparently are clues in the paintings, and the clues, the I don't know, the relationship between the clue and the actual location, landmark, represented by that clue, were so obtuse, I don't know how anyone could get it. I'm going to strongly recommend everybody go watch that last episode. I'm about to lose my voice.
You all right?
Because
are you hanging in there, Toby?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I've got a cold, and I'm trying to get through without my throat going bad on me. But the clues were so different than what the landmarks were. I don't see how anybody could find it. This guy did, though. So go watch it, because I have a feeling that we have the same problem with Fenn's poem. I think when he put the clues together, he figured out that everybody would, he imagined that people would figure them out. When you listen to this guy that did The Secret and his verses and the clues in his verses, and you compare them to the landmarks, I don't see how anybody figured it out. Now, you got to remember, this Secret treasure is now 40 years old. He wrote the book 40 years ago. He released the book 40 years ago, and I think there's treasures in 10 cities. So far in the 40 years, this one was the third. Only 3 of them have been found. I think we have the same problem. I think the same problem that they have with The Secret is what we have with the Fenn Treasure, my opinion. But it seemed way off to me.
So, have you got now? Much like myself, I'm sure you're not going to. Maybe you won't tell me any of your guys' secrets, but have you guys found any books out there that loosely relate to Fenn's book? Like, as in, let's say you read the chapter about Texas A&M. Have you guys ever found a story that matches that story?
No, the only thing that we found is that Fenn borrows, pardon me? Forrest borrows phrases from certain things, from certain writings, and incorporates them into his own writing, which is not as unusual. It's not necessarily plagiarism. It's actually just a reference to something. So, so we've seen that, but I've never, I read the Osborne Russell book. Honestly, the Osborne Russell book, which is basically a diary of his travels while he was a trapper, and it covers a very short period of time, is not great reading. It's hard to read. It's because it is a diary, and because it's very practical, and So,
how closely correlated are they, or how? I mean, because what I was going to tell you guys when I called you earlier was that I found a book that not only like loosely relates, but actually has the same stories. So let me just give you an example, and I think everyone's going to love this. If you got listeners out there, they're going to love it. I did find a story out there very closely related to this Texas A&M story. Not only to the point of like, they're different people, a different time, but it's the exact storyline up to even the amount of days that he was there. And along with the same, let me think how to put this. I'm not very eloquent right now, given I'm a little nervous, but there's a story out there about a gentleman who did the same thing. It was just in a different time, kind of a different place, and also it wasn't with a school, but it was with something else. And I kind of found it almost throughout every single chapter. And not only were they the same stories, but they all were about a specific place. And so I was definitely trying to call you guys to figure out if anybody out there wanted to help go from this point, because I feel like I've read a lot of stuff on the internet, and this is the farthest that I've ever heard anybody get to the point where everyone's wondering about the smoking gun and the dead dog.
Gilbert Gall's painting.
I found a chapter in a book that specifically related to this dead dog that had a story with it. And
so
then,
are you asking for a partner?
Well, not necessarily like a partner. I mean, I don't even mind. Whoever wants to help can help. Obviously, everyone's like, well, if you find it, I want a little piece of it. But I definitely want to talk with you guys about this. And if there's someone out there who's, pretty willing to engage in it, I want to move on with this, because I've even found a couple stories where, say, for example, Terry Scant with Marvel Gaze, I found multiple lines with the same words, Terry a while with Marvel Gaze, within the chapters that they correlate directly with his chapters. So you read one of his chapters and you can follow the other fellow's chapters and they match up. But then you go to the next chapter and it's the same thing. He uses the same storyline and the same process.
You do know we have a group
terminology.
You do know we have a group that meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays to have these kinds of conversations.
I would love that. But aren't you guys in Santa Fe or Arizona, or where are you guys?
We do it online.
We do it online via Zoom. We use zoom.us.
But where are you guys located in Santa Fe?
No, we're in Shelley's in Rio Rancho. I'm in Bernalillo. We're in New Mexico.
Oh man, I wish you guys were closer. I just want to meet you guys in person and show you this. Well, yes, I don't want to burn up all your time, but I'm at this point where I think I found something beyond what anybody has found.
Yeah.
Unless someone could admit to what book they found, I can't really say it because I'm pretty sure I'm there.
All right.
Just
Well,
not there.
okay. So we're about to circle back now,
Yeah.
which is where I usually end the call.
Okay.
So what you have to do is decide how you want to share this, or where you wanted to share it with anyone, and how you want to do it. Think about that, and then the next conversation we have, we can talk about that.
Okay. So how about this? Could
we've just got
you guys?
we've gone around the horn here. So
Yeah, for sure. Is there any way that I could have you guys contact me later, or if anyone out there wants to contact me, they could do that?
here's what I'll do. If you send your email address to a gypsyskiss@gmail.com, and someone in the room who sees this video would like to contact you, I will send you their email address, and then you can make a decision about how to proceed. How's that?
That would be great. One last question. Have you guys found a book that you guys really think closely resembles what he has written? Just one? Or do you guys just find multiple books that kind of have similar storylines, similar phrases and such?
So we found multiple, but no single book is the same as The Thrill of the Chase, and the reason is because it's mostly his memoir. Now, there are embellishments, as he has so stated. There are exaggerations, as he has so stated. But there is nothing that I would say that we've seen that is a single book that's a perfect match to The Thrill of the Chase.
Okay. I think I got it.
All right.
I found that single book.
Then let us know when you're ready to share that with the community.
I know that's a hard one. I'll email you guys for sure. I definitely wouldn't mind chatting with you guys off air. If you guys have my number, if you guys want to call me,
I will tell you that.
I want to chat with you guys.
That we don't do that. Everything we do is on the air.
Or through email.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we'll read your email on the air.
Well, not always.
We have no secrets. We have nothing to hide, so we do it all in public.
No, if he says he doesn't want us to read it, we won't read it.
So send me your email. Send me your email, and we'll share your email with anybody who's interested.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right,
sir.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I was so caught off guard. I'm nervous, but hey, I have my margarita. Do you guys have your wine?
No, we're doing water because I've got a cold and I'm just trying to keep my throat.
And I'm on a diet.
Yeah. So not tonight.
All right.
You have a good evening, Ian, and best to your son as well.
Thank you guys so much. Hopefully I'll talk with you guys soon, or I'll communicate through email. Thanks.
We look forward to hearing from you. You have a good evening.
All righty. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ian.
Well, maybe we should tell everybody about our membership since we kind of brought it up.
And we can do that quickly. Hey, let's talk about membership at...
pause for now.
Is it paused?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
the
paused.
phone line? Is it paused?
The phone line is still paused. I haven't opened the phone line. I've been calling out.
Oh, okay.
So go to gypsieskiss.com and...
Member Vault. So if you're a brand new searcher, what's the first thing you want to do is read the book. So we're going to read the book. And then we're going to also, at the same time, match it up to the poem. So what did this chapter say to you about what do you see in the poem? How do they fit together? So we're going to work the poem and the book together. Now you can join at any time. It's going to be an open door membership. In the bonus section on the Member Vault, we have added 2 videos that Toby produced.
Is he saying there is stuff in life that isn't worthy of spending time knowing, or that the real test of your intelligence is knowing the stuff that everybody else thinks is not worthy of knowing.
You know, when he talks about no special knowledge is needed to find the treasure, but maybe you need to know those things not worthy of knowing in order to find the treasure.
Good job. High five. No, we can't. I'm
Let's
sick.
pat you on the
Just
back.
touch me on the back. Great job. gypsieskiss.com. Join us Tuesdays and Thursdays nights for some really interesting conversations with our meetup group.
We do. And we also have a private Facebook group just for the members. And there's some great conversations going on in there as well. So if you want to get deeper into the book and matching it up to other books and talking about what's in each chapter ad infinitum, we do that. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So I'm going to turn me down again because I'm overmodulating as a Jack. Says Tony Russi. I'm going to strongly recommend you go watch that last episode of Expeditions Unknown, because as you watch him walk through how he figured out the clues, you go like, that's nuts. You'd have to be... it would have to be beyond imagination. You would have to have some kind of sense of what this guy was writing. And apparently, he had kind of the same objective. He had all these parks in major cities throughout the United States that he thought should get more attention. As a matter of fact, one of the problems associated with his treasure hunt is that you end up digging, and some of them he buried. You end up digging in a park, and it could get you arrested for doing that. That's kind of one of the problems associated with it. But take a look at it, because as he was going through this list of clues in this one stanza that he identified as Boston, I was going, huh? How did you get that?
Tony Russi, we just did chapter 8 last night, Surviving Myself. And tomorrow we're doing Gypsy Magic.
Gypsy Magic. That's one of my favorites. Gypsy Magic. All right. So I do have another that was in. Let's see what we got here. This is...
Yes, I was watching your show just now, and I was watching people say things. And
okay. Let me take care of that. And this, and that's what I need. Okay, and then we have one from, it's Will.
Hey, how are you? A brother from another mother. This one is doing too much. He needs to be on another team from another planet on somebody else's pod to embarrass the whole excerpt. Send me a ticket, Toby. You almost lost your damn. Oh, excuse me. Oop, boop, beep, 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 beep. Your mind.
Will, second to only Davio. Second only to Davio, do I find your voicemails the funniest. You are truly, truly funny. Okay, I think that's all the voicemails. Let's check the text messages, see what we got. Magical Treasure Princess, expect a package any day. We got that.
I got it.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Shelley and Toby, what are you thankful for today? For me today, I'm thankful that it's Wednesday and we get to have us a hoedown. Thanks, Corey. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that we had such an awesome show about being thankful today on the softer side.
Yeah, we did. We had a great show today on the softer
We're getting
side.
ready for Thanksgiving. I'll be traveling the 21st through the 1st of December.
So I'm going to be all, geez.
Yeah, you're going to have to
all
get
by
you some
myself?
guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, better talk to Chaos.
I'm going to go find me some stripper guests.
Stripper guests?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stripper name guests.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's from Christy. She said, could you announce the Detroit meetup is a week from Saturday, so a week from this Saturday at 4 p.m. at Coney Island off Van Dyke. I think that's a Coney Island hot dog house off Van Dyke and between 7 and 8 Mile. So you have to know Detroit.
Yeah.
If you have questions about the
What day?
Detroit, it's a week from this Saturday. So Saturday after next.
Okay. So that would be the 23rd, I believe.
So let's
week-
see.
the
Today
weekend
is the
before Thanksgiving.
Maybe 13th. Yeah, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. If you have any questions about the Detroit meetup, Kpro says to write her an email at kpro3@aol.com. That's kpro3@aol.com regarding the Detroit meetup Saturday after next. Let's see. Crazy peoples. All right, there we go. So that's text messages. We actually have time for a couple of call-ins. Do we have more voicemails? Short voicemail.
Hey, Toby and Shelley, call me back. I would like to give my warm water salt and canyon down. It would be very interesting. Give me a call if you get the
All right, we'll do that. And I got another one from Will, so let's get that one done.
My favorite verse when it comes to sand, lightning, glass. St. Matthew.
That was a short one.
I'm never sure where we're going to be able to play it or not. Okay, let's call back Fayetteville here.
Hey, Toby and Shelley, call me back. I would like to give my warm water salt and canyon down.
All right, let's call him back. So he's going to give us his warm water salt and canyon down.
And the state.
Hello?
Hey, it's Toby and Shelley. We're calling you back like you asked us to.
Hey, are we on the air?
Yeah, we are.
Awesome.
So
Are you
first
guys
of all,
ready for,
hang on.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
it's Wade K.
Wade, and you're going to share where warm water salt and canyon down. But before you do that, would you share what states you're searching in?
New Mexico.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cough in your ear
I
like
can
that.
get you some more water.
Okay.
Would you please?
Let me,
All right, so you're searching in New Mexico.
things configured here so I can talk. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah. So you're
Okay.
searching in New Mexico, and you want to tell us.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
What?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, are you ready for the warm water salt?
Warm water salt. This is. Yeah, you said you were searching in New Mexico. Is your warm water salt in New Mexico?
Yes, it's everywhere.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead then. Tell us
And
where your
then-
warm water salt.
It's the stratosphere. It's where the warm water comes from off the earth. It evaporates and it goes into the sky, and it halts at the hemisphere, the stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
It affects everybody. It rains on all, and that's where it begins. And kind of where I came up with that is because I solved the second one, I believe.
What canyon down?
Yes, with Canyon Down.
All right. So what's your canyon down?
You guys know anything about the Santa Fe meteor?
I do not. You know anything about the Santa Fe meteor?
Meteor?
Meteor.
If you don't, I don't.
Yeah. No, we do not. Tell us about it.
This will blow your mind. 1.2 billion years ago, there's a meteorite that struck in Hyde Park area of Santa Fe.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was actually the waters came through, and it started covered it up, and then going down and receding. And then I think about 300 million years ago, it was finally covered up. Not too long ago, a scientist was digging around the park, and they had these, like, they call them shatter cones, but the rocks were actually had a formation in them that showed that a meteor was there that hit. The only thing that could do this was like a meteor hitting the ground. And it was called, I can't remember the shatter thing, but you look at the rocks in a microscope.
Yeah.
And it's different from volcanic activity.
Right.
Now, what made me think of this is because Forrest was talking in November 2nd when I met you and Shelley there in the bookstore there.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I bought you coffee. I don't know if you remember that.
We what? What
He
did we
bought
do?
you a coffee at the bookstore.
Oh.
Yeah, in the bookstore.
I do
November
remember that.
2nd.
Yeah. I do remember that.
That was me. I was
Oh,
talking
okay.
about
Well,
you.
thank you for that.
But anyway, Forrest mentioned, he said that bombs come out of an airplane, and sometimes the compression would almost hit the ground, and they would think that the compression of the air was actually the ground, and so they would explode above the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then you'd say some would go in the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then explode. And then that kind of made me think, you know what? I wonder if it is actually a meteorite that hit the ground that is in canyon down. And if you're a pilot, there's only one direction that's down. You can be all over, and where you're standing is down towards the earth.
Right.
Even if you're going in a canyon, you're going laterally to the earth. But to go down, you have to be going down.
Uh-huh.
So it's beginning where warm water halts and taking in the canyon. And there's lots of references to this, and several of them are like on the Totem Cafe. They're talking about deep potholes in Canyon Street. It was often filled with water. It was hurricane that would splash the water out. That kind of reminded me of the Hyde Park Canyon, the Santa Fe crater. And,
So
another thing too.
Let me ask you a question. So your theory is that this meteor traveled through the stratosphere, meaning where warm waters halt, struck
is the meteor,
struck the earth and left the canyon.
Take it is the meteor. It is the meteor.
Oh, I see. Huh.
Take it in the canyon down.
So, I've decided not to argue anybody else's theories after watching Expeditions Unknown the other day, because again, those the clues were so. I've used the word obtuse. I don't know whether you guys didn't like that or not.
I made it into
clues,
a drinking game. Actually,
oh, okay.
Because you said it
so many times. The clues were so different from the locations that they represented. I'm willing to accept anything at this point, right? I'm willing to say your guess, your theory is as good as anyone else's. So how do you get from there? So let's think about this for a minute. So let's assume that you're onto something here with a meteor traveling through the stratosphere 1.2 billion years ago, strikes the Earth around Hyde Park, creates the canyon down. Where do we go from there?
Let's talk a bit more about the meteor. Do you know? Did you know that Forrest Fenn has a good friend named Doug Preston? And
yes.
He wrote this book.
Yeah.
You know what the name of that book is?
The Codex?
Which one?
Which
he
one?
Wrote about 20 books.
Look, the one that was actually in 2009 came out was called Impact. And on the front of that, there's a crater or a meteor right there.
Which is what they call where meteors land, right? Impact craters.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm looking at his book. It's called Impact. It's got a big meteor right on the front of it. So what Preston and Forrest were thinking about at the time was, hey, there's this meteor in Santa Fe, and it's about the same time that they discovered it. And Forrest said he changed his clues. I didn't change where he hid the treasure, but he can change the beginning part of the search, because you can start that pretty much anywhere and narrow it down.
Yeah.
And one of the first clues is one thing that you can change, but the last clue is Mr. Treasure. You can't.
So when was this Impact, this Douglas Preston book published? I don't know all his books. I know he's done
2009. So he had to be talking about it a couple years before. It's copyrighted 2009. So he had to be talking about it right about the same time Forrest was thinking about hiding his treasure. Copyright 2009.
Yeah. So in that way, you wouldn't have to have an exact position for the location of Warm Waters Halt in terms of...
Exactly. No.
Yeah, because it covers
Isn't
the
that
Earth.
awesome?
And then you could just identify the location in which the meteor struck the Earth, the impact crater.
Exactly.
So 1.2 billion years
ingenious?
is a really long time for the Earth to heal itself in that period. So how do we go from that? I mean, what do we need to find in terms of evidence that a meteor struck the Earth at that location?
You look up Santa Fe crater on the internet, and you can find out exactly where it is. It'll show where it landed in Hyde Park.
Oh, really?
And it's actually on one of the trails there.
I'm going to do that right now just to see what happens. Santa Fe.
You know, I've got a lot of this poem figured out. I'm almost down to I've got a search site.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to find people to go with me and understand this, but it's really hard because there's a lot of egos on the internet. And I just figured, why not? Just give this out. Try to get the treasure found, and make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah.
And I think Forrest, and I'll tell you what, from some of the clues I have and what Forrest is putting out, he wants this treasure found. And I can tell you why. And I've got a lot more information, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Huh. So you think he wants it found when?
Soon.
Soon as
I'm
in...
thinking maybe even before Peggy passes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I hope she does well. I mean, well to Forrest and Peggy. But, and then, not only that, but, I mean, there's lots of other things, like I mentioned the Totem Cafe. There's the cannonball, the on-fire cannonball that he mentions in his book.
Which sounds like a meteor
you'll
to
find
you.
all these little things all over the place.
Yeah.
And get this, he says, and here I could go on for a while about this, but here's one thing he says. You start at one place at the beginning and you get to the end and you'll know it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in a blaze, say a fireball, you start out with a blaze, you end with a blaze. You see where I'm going with this? Or just, I mean, maybe it's self-confirmation. But
yeah. No, I understand.
There's a lot.
Yeah. So what do you want to do with this?
I just want to, well, so far I just want to get the information out to people. I mean, I just, give them a better start. Maybe they can go along with, I can only say that I think I know what I'm talking about.
Right. Well, it certainly is an itch. I can say honestly that it's a theory I haven't heard prior to this. So, and it's certainly original, unique. So maybe you have something.
Whenever he's out in the graveyard looking up, what do you do at night whenever you're out in the graveyard looking up?
You look up.
You're looking at the stars, and you're looking at meteors and asteroids.
Yep.
So just the short version. The short version of your crater says the Santa Fe impact crater. And I just Google searched Santa Fe crater and got back. The Santa Fe impact structure is an eroded remnant of a bolide impact crater in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, northeast of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Wikipedia. Santa Fe County, less than 1.2 billion years old. The diameter is a pretty good size, 6 kilometers.
1.6 kilometers. It's even bigger than the... Oh, hey, you hear something even more better than that? Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Are you sitting down?
I absolutely am sitting down, yeah.
Hey, can the next coffee be on you next time I go to...
Absolutely, if this pans out, because I'm going up there this weekend.
I want you to pull out the book called Once in a While. And look at that cover.
You mean the one with the stars? I don't have it handy, unfortunately, but I will. What do you want?
You don't get a bookshelf.
I'm gonna wait. Say that again.
Yeah, I called you guys. I called you guys up a while back and wanted to do the search with you and maybe Shelley's husband.
Yeah, Kevin.
Hey, if you still want me to search and go on, let me know. But okay, now say you're looking at the book Once in a While, right?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine that fishing line and that impact is the star right there, right?
Yeah.
Right below it, that big star would be Santa Fe. The line where he's standing on is the border of New Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the star to the very left of that's that very big crater over there at the crater thing. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't that look like that? Santa Fe's there, the big crater's there. There's another crater just above that. There's another star right up there. I don't know exactly what that is.
Oh, the big
there
star.
Might have been another.
What's interesting is the big star looks like Santa Fe. The smaller star that he's got the line attached to is northeast of Santa Fe. Not quite northeast. I'd say it was northeast rather than northeast.
Say hi, Farm.
Yeah.
The one on the far left, there's another crater. That's that big crater. Remember that's over there by the Mexico-Arizona border?
Mm-hmm.
Meteor crater.
You see what I'm saying? They're falling stars. They're falling stars.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see, there's one other star there. And I've kind of looked at that. And there have been a couple other meteors that have fell, but it's not like that one there.
Yeah.
Now, Now, it could be this meteor too, and there's been like about 3 other ones. There's one that hit in Idaho, and there's one that hit in Wyoming that could be it. But this is the one that makes the most sense.
Well, like I said, it's certainly an intriguing theory. First time I've heard it, and very unique. And we got to play that one out, see what happens.
Oh, there's like, I got about 7 more things that actually point to it being a meteor, but I mean, it just, and then the Homer Brown really blew me away. I'm like, oh, by the way, here's one other thing that you guys said on the Gypsy Kiss back on, I think, October 15th, which I want to thank you guys.
Damn, you've got us. You've documented our shows pretty well, huh?
No, it was just because I called in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or hey, let's just make everybody think I'm like really smart.
Well, you're doing pretty good so far.
Now the guy that had done this was you guys had mentioned that Forrest Fenn's daughter studied at, I think, the University of Colorado.
In Boulder.
In Boulder, yeah, yes.
Oh, in Boulder. Well, the actual guy that actually had came up with this theory, I tried to get the actual report from the Science Online, to find out exactly where the meteor hit, and it comes back to University of Colorado.
Yeah.
So if you do some digging in there, you'll find out that there's a tie-in to the University of Colorado, there where his daughter went to school. So he would have access to this at the time. So,
well, I think the first thing we're going to do is we'll pick up that book by, I'll order that book, Preston's book, Impact. See what we can do with that.
now, I went through it, and it's kind of a little bit, but it's just actually the picture on the cover that shows the meteor, I don't think that there's anything in the book that has to do with the treasure, to tell you the truth. But the point of this is that he used Impact at about the same time Forrest and him were.
Right.
He was
so Sassy wants me to ask you, wouldn't a meteor site have lots of hiker traffic?
About a what?
Wouldn't a meteor site have lots of hiker traffic?
Yes, it would. It's I'll tell you what. I'll give you 5 steps further. You've got to find a few different spots, and it's not there, because that's what I was asking everybody.
I see.
How close to where Walmart's halt and the canyon down is the treasure? And I was thinking Hyde Park. But
yeah.
I've got other things to say other than Hyde Park, but this is one step. This is one step. I've got there's 9 steps in this whole deal, and this is one. And I've got the Homer Brown figured out, I believe, and a few things on the Blaze. So if you want to hear some theories on that, but
well, we're going to have to do it another time. I would love to hear some theories on that. We'll have to do it another time because we're getting close to closing time here.
Mm-hmm.
And
it would be awesome if this pans out, because this is where it started. If it is.
Yeah, no, I agree. It sounds damned interesting. It sounds like getting back to the beginning.
Well, and Forrest was a pilot, and the best pilots were astronauts. So
yeah.
He would have some connection there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought I'd call in and give you guys a little heads up on what I have.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, it sounds, like I said, it sounds intriguing, and it sounds unique, and it sounds like the first time I've heard that kind of theory. So I'd like to play it out.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Call in again. Let's push it out a little bit further. All right?
Okay. All right. Hey, thanks, Toby. And remember, I'm going to hold you up to that coffee.
I look forward to it.
Okay. All right. Take care, buddy.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.
Say hello to Shelley for me.
She's right here. She heard that.
Hi. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye, Doug.
Just so you guys know this, we have some really interesting conversations in our membership, because our people in there are so knowledgeable. We have a geologist, a pilot, a teacher, just
all kinds of different people.
Really,
it's really amazing.
Very bright people, and they're always bringing in additional research, just like this guy did tonight. What was his name? Okay, just like this guy did tonight.
I start paying attention to what he's talking about. I forget the name.
We didn't know that there was a meteor crater in Hyde Park. So they bring in this new information, and we discuss it and turn it over and talk about it, and we add it into our thought processes for, our theories.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's what makes it fun. It's just hearing other ideas that may stimulate your own
So
thinking.
for those of you who called in tonight and are looking for that kind of feedback, that kind of small group collaboration, we have that going on in the membership. So I would encourage you to take a look at that.
Yeah. So I do want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Wrong one. Thank you to 3D Bronze for sending us these very nice gifts, and he sent us extras. I'm
Jim
sure
Siri.
for the
Nice.
express purpose of sharing them with you, and we will do that as well, except for this box, which Shelley has claimed for herself, and
That's
has every right to do that.
That's
as
right.
the magical treasure picture. Where's your crown?
Oh, I forgot to
It's
wear it
too late.
tonight.
And thanks to Jim Siri for sending Shelley a beautiful, beautiful necklace. So,
Yes, thank you.
all right. God, we've had a good night tonight, huh?
Yeah, it was
Busy
fun.
kind of get back. Managed to survive it. I hope to get better over the next couple of days so that I can have a good Friday night as well. But we really appreciate you guys being here tonight. And
Thanks for being here for a Gypsy's Kiss Friday, Wednesday, HumpDay, Hoedown. What's today? I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Younis. Thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you had as much fun as we did. And we look forward to seeing you on Friday, Softer Side at 4 o'clock. And Gypsy's Kiss, Forrest Fenn Friday Fandango at 7 o'clock. We'll see you then. Send me some sand.
That's what Mike will.